Around 2016, around the summer of 2016, I started developing some pain that I thought was acid reflux kind of stuff, and kept getting worse and worse. And I doctored here and ran some tests, and it showed that I had developed cirrhosis of the liver, which initially they told us, the liver can regenerate, it'll be fine. Around November, things started taking a pretty negative turn. I developed a lot more symptoms, a lot more pain. My body was kind of shutting down. Went to the doctor here. They transferred me up to Columbus to get started meeting with hematology and hepatology and some other physicians in that realm. I was sent home in February of 17. I was in Holzer for a week. The doctors here, the nephrologist, noticed I was continuing to decline. Monday after the Super Bowl, I got transferred to Columbus. They told me that I was in desperate need of a liver or things were not going to go well. Okay, so we ran tests for 4 days. They had emergency committee meeting on a Friday night, and they put me on the list on Saturday to get a liver. My scores were higher than anybody else's in the state at that time, so I was able to get on an expanded list, which in turn, on Sunday morning, they came in and they told me they had found one. They found a liver that matched for me. So we did all the prep work. Something happened Sunday night, it got scrubbed. Monday morning they came in and said we were ready. So it was a long process. I went under on February 13th, and a couple of days later I woke up with a new liver and started the recovery process, which I have followed with the docs in Columbus. I also see physicians here at Holzer who coordinate everything together. And I came home probably a little bit earlier. I came home 10 days after the surgery. I was wanting to get home. I was wanting to see my kids. And I developed some problems, some kidney issues, some hemoglobin blood issues. So I was sent back. For about 4 or 5 days, I was sent back and got stabilized. It took about a year. It took about a year to get back to where I felt okay. I was put off work for 3 months, but I came back in 6 weeks. And I wanted to be here. I'd been just, I've only doctored at Holzer. I grew up a mile from the place. Holzer's been my life. I've worked here now for 21 years. These people are my family, and I wanted to get back. They were so supportive of me. So I worked half days for a little while, and then everybody in the system has been so gracious to me and helpful to me. As a single parent, we all know it's hard, but it does take a village, and Holzer Health System and the people in my department and the people that I've worked with over 21 years now have been unbelievably supportive, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So far, I've done well, functioned well. The liver's no problem at all, but if it wasn't for people that will donate their organs, and I had been a proponent of that before. My wife, who had passed, was also an organ donor, and she was able to help a lot of people. And with God's blessing and the right team and the right people and the person in the family that did that, I'm able to be here today for myself, of course, and also for my 2 boys who were 13 and 10, roughly, when that all happened. My thought process is, at some point, our lives are going to go. We're going to end. If there's something that I can give or something that anybody can give to give somebody else a longer longevity, then I don't need it anymore. I don't need that anymore. Somebody else, maybe a child, maybe a relative, maybe somebody that you are personally connected to, or a stranger that you have no idea, but maybe your organ keeps them alive another 15, 20 years so they can enjoy their life. And I was blessed by somebody to do that for me. And I think it's one of the most important things we can do as humans. If we have the opportunity to help, we should do that. That's my personal opinion. I felt that way before, but obviously I feel a lot stronger now.